not going to see Kendall Donnerson, the linebacker, released earlier this afternoon, as well as running back Corey Grant. But tonight will be a night of first, especially for new head coach Matt LaFleur. If you rewind it back a year ago, preseason week 1, he was at Lambeau Field as the offensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans. Now, 364 days later, he will come out of the other tunnel, leading the Packers out onto the field as their head coach. And, of course, the question Packers fans want to know about most, will Aaron Rodgers play? He hasn't played in a preseason opener since 2015. We do not have official word, but it looks like Deshaun Kaiser will get most of the reps. And the other big question for this offense, because I know people want to hear about touchdowns, is that running back situation. Jamal Williams has been hurt. Aaron Jones has been hurt. Corey Grant just got cut. So expect to see a lot of Dexter Williams and Trey Carson. Let's start with Williams. Williams, a draft pick out of Notre Dame this year. He has that connection with Kaiser. They played together for the Irish. Talked to Ben Sermons, the running back coach. He said it's all about getting that quick first step, making a cut, getting those shoulders level north and south, and running with the contact. Trey Carson has impressed Aaron Rodgers. He had this to say before tonight's game.
He has just such a great pace when he's running the ball, which allows him to one cut and get downhill. And then he does a good job out of the backfield. You know, he catches the ball well. I think he's really stepping up the last couple of days and getting noticed by everybody.
I feel like it's coming along well. I'm just doing a lot of learning, so as a lot of other guys are doing a lot of learning. So we're just taking what we can and just taking it in each and every day and just really pushing each other to get better and also just taking it day by day.
Pre-game coverage here ahead of the preseason opener. We're going to bring in our John Duran in a little bit. He's got a great story of two Packers players that have playing days going all the way back to the prep level, plus Johnny Gray will join us. But more importantly, this week also about Jordy Nelson, number 87, retiring earlier this week. We had the opportunity to sit down with him, and we have a half-hour Inside the Huddle Legend Series special coming up with White Lightning. That will be Saturday at 9:30. You're going to want to watch that. We've got some great stuff, so set those DVRs or remind yourself, 9:30 on Saturday night. It will rerun on Sunday as well in case you missed it. But for some reason, it just feels like football. It's a great night. 221 days without Packers here in Titletown, and we've got great weather, especially compared to yesterday. Now we want to send it over to Patrick to let fans know what to bring to the game tonight. Everybody, welcome back down to the sidelines here at Lambeau Field on Fox 11 News at 5. We're about 90 minutes away from the Packers preseason opener here against the Texans. A few of the special teamers just getting out on the field. We will find out inactives momentarily, and we'll get those to you as soon as we find out who they are. But like the Packers here at Fox 11, we are a team, and we want to bring in another member of our sports team. That is John Duran. He joins us now live from the Fox 11 Fieldhouse. And John, there are two players in particular on this Packers team whose football days go all the way back to their high school days. Hi, Michelle. We have not seen Aaron Rodgers just yet, but J.J. Watt just walked by playing catch with the fans. We took some video of it. It's on our Fox 11 Twitter page, so go check that out. But more importantly, we've got Packers Hall of Famer Johnny Gray down with us. We're going to go through the keys of the game up next in sports. Hi, everybody. Welcome back down to the sidelines at Lambeau Field. We are joined by our special guest, Packers Hall of Famer Johnny Gray. It's always a great time. Football finally back, Johnny. No more practice.
No more practice. This is, like you said last night, this is not joint practice number 3. This is the preseason game where guys really get a chance to let out their emotions and see how it happens.
That means it is time for keys to the game. Key number 1, we've been talking about this really all of training camp, and that is having a sense of urgency, especially on offense, Johnny.
Well, the coach has been frustrated over the last week and a half because there hasn't been a sense of urgency. He's talking about pre-snap penalties, guys not lining up in the right spot. He wants to dictate to the defense. He wants that defense have to run around and find the players, and he wants his guys to get out there and be that way.
And we want to see command of this new scheme. Expect a lot of Deshaun Kaiser, but here's head coach Matt LaFleur on what he wants from his guys tonight.
The only thing I want to stress to our guys is that, you know, it takes no talent to give effort and to have a sense of urgency, and that's we got to do a better job of that. And it starts with the coaching too. I want us to operate faster.
We could probably be a little more urgent getting the line of scrimmage. You know, it's about getting your work done. And
now, Johnny, you would expect a lot more urgency. Not only is it a game, but we've got a lot of fans here. I think that energy level is definitely going to be up from practice.
Well, absolutely. We heard the guys talk about last week just at the family night, how it was excitement here with all the people here, but with tonight's and plus the sense of urgency of going out there competing against the guys that are not going to hold back. I mean, these guys are trying to make the roster on the other sideline of scrimmage, so you would think there's a sense of urgency.
Yeah, very excited to see what happens. Key number 2 is Deshaun Kaiser. Kaiser, time to shine. This is really his season, Johnny. He has to perform now in year 3.
It really is. It's been unfortunate for Deshaun Kaiser because, heck, he's been third year in the league, 3 different offensive coordinators, 3 different offenses he's got to work with. But he feels confident. He listens to him in the locker room saying, hey, I'm getting the system down. I went through the OTAs, the mini camps. I feel that I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I really like his demeanor going into this one. We just saw him a few minutes ago out here warming up. Here's what he had to say prior to tonight. Expect him to get a lot of snaps.
Clearly understood that this is probably one of the most important preseasons of my career, and year 3 is a big year for anyone. A lot of the things that go on within your rookie year you can kind of put off of being young. I get traded over here and spend my first preseason after a couple weeks or a couple months of OTAs here. Now this is a situation in which I know who I am. These guys I think know who I am as a player. Now it's about going out and showing some consistency and trying to take everything I've been working on, the lessons I've been learning from training camp, and apply them to a game situation.
Key number 3, Johnny, a chance for the young guys to impress and make a name for themselves. This is a big opportunity for the guys trying to make this 53-man roster.
Rashawn Gary, Darnell Savage, even the free agents we picked up, Adrian Amos from Chicago Bears. How about the Smith brothers, Zadarius and Preston? I mean, it's going to be a great night, but you know what? How about the youngster and Coach Matt LaFleur? I mean, this is a chance for him to get out here. This is going to be his first game as a head coach, see how he operates.
Yeah, very excited to see what happens with him. You've got to be excited about these young guys. This is a big draft class. They want these guys to perform, but when you talk to the vets, they say keep it simple, and nobody knows it better than Tramon Williams.
Don't let the game become bigger than what it is. And what I mean by that is you've been doing this your whole life. Like, don't get to this stage right here and think that it's something different than it's been. Like, it's football. You play football, you stay composed, and you play the things that you were taught, your technique and all of those things. And if they're able to do that, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I learned a lot, man, from the vets, from my coaches. The small things like messing up on things and then going to next practice, not making the same mistakes. It's a lot of things you got to know within one play.
Football is football, Johnny. They've been doing this for a long time. You just got to go out there and play your game.
Just play your game.
Real quick, a couple of guys that you're looking forward to seeing tonight.
I want to see Tony Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's been sensational. We saw him a little bit last year at the end of the season, but now we saw him throughout training camp. And this guy's in your face, talks a lot, but he backs it up.
Yeah, very excited to see what happens. Remember to follow us on social media throughout the night. We will see you on Fox 11 News at 9. Again tonight, the debut of Matt LaFleur as the new head coach of the Packers. Back to you guys in the studio.